Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rome, Caesar's Will, and this is Callisto 8413. This game was first published in 2000 or 2001. I forgot which. It was meant to work for Windows 95 and 98. Therefore, there's at least one glitch I know about, though I have found a walk-around around it. Found a way to get around it. And it also, I have been warned that it could crash a couple times. So what we're going to be doing is small episodes dealing with chunks of the mystery. It is a mystery. It's actually a very well-made mystery set in ancient Rome. We are here because our ex-love has been accused of murdering her husband. Basically, a love potion that turned out to be poisonous. If you saw the prologue, the opening of the game, you get the drift. Our job, therefore, is to prove her innocence and maybe also find the murderer. Now, we have many ways to do this, and the game is very, very forgiving. You can find evidence multiple ways, but you only have about 40 days total to handle it. You have so much money, actually a pretty good amount, and you have a notebook. This notebook isn't really a notebook. This game is in 3 acts. 1 act, 2 act, 3 act. Think Shakespeare. At the end of the 3rd act, you are brought before the prosecutors. Basically, the people of Rome will ask you questions. And each question, you will have answers based on how much information you have collected. The information will be based on how much evidence you found, how many people you talked to, what things you put together on your own, so forth, so on. It's a multiple choice quiz. And the more you do in your investigation, the more information you get, the more answers you will have available for each question. And some answers are better than others. So this is actually not a notebook. This is just the answers you have collected at the point of the game. So if you want to write down stuff, get a piece of paper and a pen when you play this game. You'll need it. Now also, throughout the game, sometimes you'll need to know information about Roman history, Roman culture, Roman etiquette. It comes with an encyclopedia. It even tells you the characters in the game. Politics, art, everything. And yes, there's a map, but going around the city does take time, and you don't have much time. So let us first talk to the woman right here. This woman is the mother of the accused. The mother-in-law of the murdered. Now, unlike most games where you get a dialogue line or a circle or whatnot, you're pretty much asking, every choice you pick, you're pretty much asking the same question. But how you come towards them, the attitude you take towards them, will decide how much information they give you and how they treat you later on if you run into them again and need more information. Since I know who this person is, since I dated her daughter, I'm going to be...
My dear Pamphylia, what a pleasure to see you again after all this time, even in such sad circumstances. How can we help Aurelia? I can't believe she could be guilty of such a crime.
She believed Titinius was being unfaithful and wanted to win him back.
Who told you this? Aurelia herself?
No, you know how reserved she is. It was Scribonius, the secretary.
Scribonius? Well. How did he know? And what did you do?
Oh, I advised her to go and see Locusta, the famous herbalist, and get her to make one of her secret love potions.
But it was poison that she gave him, and strong poison at that. He didn't have time to utter a word.
Oh, it's terrible. I don't understand. Oh, that Scribonius did us a terrible wrong with his insinuations. He and his mistress Arsinoe, that schemer. I hate them.
Who is this Arsinoe that you mentioned?
One of Cleopatra's servants, a nursemaid, I think.
The lovely Aurelia, forced to give her pot-bellied husband a love potion. Oh, what a waste.
Okay, so we got a lot of information there. And unfortunately, like I said, not really much in the way of notes because, once again, these are answers, not really notes. But if you're writing down stuff, there's a lot of information there that could be useful. Now, we just talk to the other people in the house and investigate the house itself. There's 3 rooms. We're going to go from left to right. Be very systematic. So first, let's talk to her before we check out the room. She is not a slave. First of all, the rich man just died. The slaves would have been taken away for interrogation, a.k.a. they would have been tortured. The first suspect of anybody dying would have been their slaves. So she's not a slave. She is a servant or a guest. Let's be professional.
Good day, servant. I'm investigating the crime. Do you have anything to say about your master's behavior?
Soldier, I'm just passing through. You'd be better off asking one of the servants who live here.
Not very useful. Let's try another approach.
Hey, you, servant, come here. I'm investigating the death of Titinius. Have you noticed anything unusual about your master's behavior?
You are very rude, soldier. What makes you think I'm a servant, and that the people here are my masters?
Appearances in this case are deceptive. Who are you, and what do you do?
For your information, I worked for Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt. My name is Arsinoe, and I'm a nursemaid.
Cleopatra lived in Rome.
You must come from the provinces, of course. She was even staying in Caesar's gardens, on the right bank of the Tiber.
So she must have had a child, if she required your services.
You're a bit too inquisitive. Careful, soldier. People who ask too many questions sometimes find themselves at the bottom of the river.
I'd happily roll with her on the bed of the Tiber, or any other, but careful.
So, we've talked to her. We know that she is the secretary's girlfriend. So, let's start looking around. Now, already I could see there's something here because of the way... See the bottle? The neck of the bottle's already kind of kooky. That's not a background item. That's an item you could... There you go. So I'm going to pick that up. That is probably... No. I don't want to talk to her. Go over here. Pick it up. No. See, it's glitchy. It's glitching out on me. So there's one way to handle that. Go to menu. Save. Save last save. Start a new game. Menu. Load. Load last save. And you should be able to pick it up. There you go. And that means it's now in our inventory. And it is, yeah. You can't use it. You can't give it to somebody else. It'd probably be insulting to give it to somebody else. Here, take this poison, die, you stupid twerp, whatever. And you can get in trouble in this game. Yep. Is that the will?
A manual on the art of letter writing. How to write a letter according to the rules of the art. I've lost the habit a bit since I've been in the army.
So, let's see what that looks like. Let's go out of here. We don't need to talk to her anymore. And, yeah. It's how to write a letter. It's etiquette. If you pick it up, you'll probably need to use it one day or another. So, for example, the poison we might need to show it to somebody. The herbalist, for example. Here's the middle room. This is Scribonius. I could tell. He's an ex-slave. Because he's got a little cap that says he's a freeman. And usually, when you freed a slave, it was traditional for them to stay with the household out of just, they're so happy to be freed now that obviously they will continue to work for their master for pay. Also, usually, you freed a slave when they were literate or At least you could tell they could function in society. He'd probably continue to be the secretary. We don't want to be too rough of him. Like I said, he's free. But I don't trust him completely, so we're going to be, let's be dry.
Good day. I've been ordered to look into the death of Titinius.
There's no doubt in my mind. It was the act of a loving wife who dreaded divorce, the jealousy of a betrayed woman.
With whom might Titinius have been unfaithful to his wife?
I don't know. My master's private life was none of my business. But inheritance may also have been a motive. Titinius was rich.
It's an interesting lead. But who was his heir?
I don't know. I saw Titinius writing his will alone. He even refused my help. But so far it's remained impossible to find.
Aha! But it's right there, you fool. Well, at least something's right there. Yeah, see? Yeah, haha, there it is. Okay. It's going to be doing the glitchy thing again. That's okay. We needed to come over here anyway. That's more of the house. But it looks like I can't get through it without going through this guard. We're both soldiers. So, why don't I be,
Let me enter, guard. I'm here to investigate the crime.
I'm not allowed to let anyone enter the peristyle without proof that Aurelia is innocent, by orders of the aedile.
And what if I were to give you 200 sesterces to ease your conscience?
Not on your life. I don't go along with that sort of thing.
Alright, well, that's not going to work. I need to prove her innocence. But also I need to get that. So we're going to do the same thing we did last time. Menu. Save. Last save. New game. Load. Last save. Grab it. Aha! Now I have the will. And I can prove the motivation of whoever's in the will. And therefore the game's already ended. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I know that's not going to happen. But, yeah. So... Can I use the fire? Alright, let's go over here. The last room. Alright. Ah! Nope, I can't pick that up. Now that's not a glitch. That's deliberate. We're going to take this blank piece of paper and wave it over the flame. Anybody basically who knows about lemon juice or milk being used for invisible ink would know till you do that. If you walk on the serpent's tail, its hiss will make the dead speak. Alright. So what we have to do is figure out how to get past that guard by proving my love is innocent. The best way to do that is to go to the herbalist, because she is where the love potion got transferred to poison, I think. But I need to go over there to figure out, look, did this woman order a love potion? Why did you give her a love potion? What happened between the time she ordered the love potion and she gave it to her husband? So that's what we're going to be doing. And this is the end of episode 1. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome for watching this. And we will hopefully have episode 2 up very shortly. Have a good day.